Welcome, children, to your English class. So, today's date is 11th of May 2021 and day is Tuesday. Today's topic we will continue with yesterday's lesson, the poem which we had started yesterday, chapter number 4, A Christmas Wish. So, children, before we proceed with today's portion, let us first recapitulate what we had learned yesterday. So yesterday I had told you that we must not forget what is the true meaning of Christmas. So what's the true meaning of Christmas? The true meaning of Christmas is that it is not only about celebration, it's not only about gifts, it's not only about decorated Christmas trees. It's about spending the time with your family, with your loved one, with your dear ones, and sharing the sharing the joy of love. And we must not be selfish. We must be showering it towards the people who needs it the most, the needy, the poor section of society. We are privileged enough to celebrate Christmas, but we must not be selfish, so that we remain in our houses celebrating amongst ourselves. But instead of that, we must go out and help out the poor people out there and make their Christmas very special, very precious. And we must not forget that it is also the birthday of the greatest Savior, atoning his sacrifice that made the night very holy at Bethlehem. So we must also remember Christmas is most truly a Christmas when we celebrate it by giving the light of love to those who need it most. So, children, we must remember to share our love, our our gifts with the ones who are deprived of the who are deprived of celebration, who do not have the privilege to celebrate it, who do not have money, who needs it the most. So then only God will be merciful towards us. He will shower His blessing towards us. So we should celebrate the Christmas by giving the light of love to those who needs it most. So this is our lesson for today. We will proceed with the portion which we have covered. Yesterday I had explained that the poet wanted to spend the Christmas in a different manner. He wanted to help out. He wanted to celebrate it with the children who needs the Christmas very much. He will be sharing his joy of love through gifting them little appreciation, little gifts which will bring joy in their life. So, yesterday we had done before this stanza, so we will proceed with this part. Some would wish for a storybook. So, yesterday we had learned that some might wish for a cook stove, for a doll, or for a Noah's Ark. So, today we are going to learn some few more wishes. So, some children can wish to the poet for a storybook, some for a set of blocks. Blocks, you know, children, those are used for building houses, something, the blocks which are joined together used for building. It's a toy. Some would be wild, means some would be so excited and crazy with happiness over a new toolbox. So if one receives a new toolbox which he can use to earn his livelihood, that will also bring joy to that person, to that child. Some would rather have little shoes. So we know that these children are very, very poor. They cannot afford to buy shoes or warm clothes for themselves. So we must make it a point, according to the poet, to give them the warmth of love. They must not be shivering in the cold winter. We know the cold of England or other European countries or even America is very, very chill. It's very cold. It's very harsh. The winter is too harsh. So if these children are bereft of shoes or something warm to wear, we must provide them those warmth. We must provide them with warm clothes, with shoes, so that they do not suffer from the harsh winter. So some would rather have little shoes and others warm to wear. Here you can see that I have given picture of warm woolen things. So these are the things which the stockings and the woolen garments, these are the things which the poet wants to provide to these children. For many children are very poor, and the winter is hard to bear. I would buy soft flannels for little frock, and thousand stockings or so, and the jolliest little coats and cloaks. So, what are these things? Stockings we are seeing in the picture. Then the poet intends to buy really warm clothes for these children, which would protect them from the hard and the severe winter, which is very very hard to withstand. It often comes upon their life. They die due to this hard and harsh winter. So the poet wants to protect them by providing them with variety of woolen garments. So what is flannels? So these are the flannels. This type of garments which is shown in picture number 1. This is known as flannels. This is flannel, okay children, and this is the cloak. These are all woolen garments which helps one to keep him or her warm during the winter days. So the poet promises to provide the little needy children all these things to keep out the frost and snow. So these kind of garments will be helping them to protect themselves from the winter. I would load a wagon. Wagon means a thing which is used for carriage, rather, which is used for carrying goods, with caramels and candy of every kind, and buy all the almond and pecan nuts and taffy that I could find. So he is going to fill the wagon or the carriage with everything good, means all kinds of variety of chocolates, caramels, pecan nuts, taffy, and barrels of oranges. Barrels and barrels of. He wanted to emphasize it. He wanted to exaggerate the amount of things which he is going to give to these poor children. So I'll show you a few pictures. So first picture you can see over here, these are the caramels. Okay, these are the caramels. These are made by caramelizing the sugar. That's why it is brown in color. It's a sweet dish. It's a sweet. Next one you can see, it's a taffy. It's what it was invented in United States. It's a sticky kind of chocolate, okay, made out of sugar. The next picture, the third picture over here, which you can see, is the pecan nuts. And the fourth picture, which you can see, is the barrel of oranges. So these are the things, these are the goodies which the poet wants to provide to these little children and give them their share of joy for Christmas. He do not want to deprive anybody from celebrating Christmas. He wants to give them in his own way whatever he thinks the children would want. I would scatter right in the way. So, what he will do? He will scatter all these things right in their way so that the children would find them the very first thing. So, when they wake up on the Christmas day, they will find their eyes will open. When they will open their little eyes, they will find all these goodies laid in front of them. So, you can understand the immense joy which the children will get when the poet will provide all these kinds of goodies for them. So, children, here we come to the end of this lovely poem where we see the poet Eugene Field is very eager to celebrate the Christmas and make it special for the ones who needs it, for the little poor needy children, and provide them with all sort of good things and gifts which will make their Christmas very special. So we have come to the end of the chapter. So I hope all of you have understood today's lesson. So your class assignment will be to write down these new words in your English text copies. So this much for today, children. Thank you, and I hope all of you have a great day ahead.